All right, video parents and children, welcome to the short video where we are going to talk about the next part of being a steward of ourselves. All right, and that's stewardship of our treasure, which could be money or belongings. All right. Now, remember what we talked about stewardship. What is stewardship? It is the taking care of something that does not necessarily belong to us. Right. And that's kind of a negative way of looking at it. It's more like someone's entrusting us to take care of a belonging that they have. All right, so they trust us to take care of this thing that they own, and are asking us to take care of it for them. All right. In our case, all right, God's given us ourselves. All right. He's given us the land, which we'll talk about later. He's given us the earth. We'll talk about that later. But He's given us ourselves, and He's given us others. All right. He created us, right? He created us. He gave us our souls. He allowed us to have bodies, right? And He allowed others the same gift, right? But the funny thing is, that doesn't belong to us, right? And what we do with our bodies ought to reflect a way of taking care of ourselves, right? So that we can glorify God. All right. Now, what does this have to do with money? All right, what does that have to do with belongings, right? Isn't that stuff that I earn, right, through my work? Well, yes, right? I mean, in a way, yeah, you do you do the work, you make the money, all right? You go buy things, all right? That's how it works. But in a way, it still all belongs to God, right? Because if God created you, all right, He gave you your soul, your body, all right, He made you, and you're using that to make money, then that money actually belongs to God because everything belongs to God, right? If you made the money, it's because God created you, so you have to offer it back to God in some way, all right? Now, how does that look? How can we offer our money and our belongings to God? All right. Well, think of it this way. All right. You should, do work to make money, and it's okay to go buy things. It's okay to buy things that you need, right? But maybe here's one way to be a steward of money, right? How to offer it to God. All right. Start focusing on buying things that you need versus things that you want. All right. That way you're not spending as much money, and you can use that money to do something else, right? But that way you are recognizing what it is that you actually need, versus things what you want, which makes you develop. It can make you develop a habit of being greedy, right? And you don't want to develop that. All right. Another way to be a steward of your money is that so when you don't spend money on things that you want versus things that you need, you end up saving money, all right? Now, should that money just sit there? No. All right? This is an interesting thing, all right? Money that is sitting there is not being used, but it could be used by someone else. All right? So it's important that the money that we have left over that we're not using, all right, make that clear, that we're not using, should be given to someone who actually needs it, all right? So what does that mean? Does that mean like I shouldn't save money? No. Okay, you can save money, but as long as you know what you're saving your money for, all right? Let's say I'm going to college one day, all right, so I'm saving money for school. Great, do that, all right? Let's say I'm saving money to, I'm going to get my license next year. Let me save my money to buy a new car. Great, do that. I'm saving money because I need new shoes. Okay, great, do that. Okay, all those things are good because you know what you're saving your money for. But you have money that's just sitting there, and you're like, whatever. I'm just gonna let it sit there forever, just to have it. That's not necessarily a virtuous thing to do. The virtuous thing to do would be for justice. Okay, what is just? What is rightly due to that person, right? So the just thing to do would be to give that money to someone who can use it, right? Who does need to, start saving money to buy shoes or to buy a car or to take care of themselves medically, right? Someone who, can't afford to take care of themselves medically, right? And they don't have the money to do it, you can donate that. You can give it to the church, right? For the church to, the church can know what to do with the money to help other people, all right? Or to, the church may need something and doesn't have the money for it. Therefore, you donate the money to the church, all right? So these are ways that you can recognize, be a steward of the money that you have or the belongings you have, right? When I say belongings, the things you bought with your money. So like say you have old shoes or old clothes or an old bike, something that you're not using, right? Same idea, right? Things that you're not using that someone else can use, give it away, right? This is how we can be good stewards of our belongings and our money, right? I hope this was helpful. I know it's a pretty big topic, and some of you are not making a lot of money right now, and that's fine, all right? But think of ways that you can start giving away your belongings, right? A lot of you probably do have shoes that you're not using, or some stuff in your house, like even notebooks that you just never used, right? Think of ways that you can be a steward of your money or your belongings, and offer it to someone else to glorify God. Have a good day, and God bless.